Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey here, once again with another video on Arrow Season 5. Now this week on Arrow we got one big question of the season answered, probably the biggest, with the identity of Prometheus being revealed. Obviously, if you didn't know, you might want to know now, but the person under the mask was the man we have known this entire season as Adrian Chase, the district attorney for Star City. Even though, as I said, this does answer the big who is Prometheus question, which had been discussed before this season of Arrow had even started, like everyone was theorizing before, around Comic-Con, like after they announced, oh, this is the villain Prometheus. And it was always the thing people were trying to pick out whenever Prometheus showed up or was referenced in an episode. It has really blown the door open on another question though for this season, which I think most of us thought we knew the answer to. And that, of course, as you can tell by the title, is who is Vigilante? That's obviously what we are going to go over in the remainder of this video. So please hear out my options. Let me know what you think of them as well by letting me know in the comments who you think Vigilante is. Also, while you're doing that, feel free to leave a like on the video just to show your support for the channel, as well as subscribing to the actual channel if you are new. Firstly, before I get into my actual options for who Vigilante could be, I just want to shut down a theory that I've seen a couple of people saying, just so everyone, doesn't go along with it. And that is that Prometheus and Vigilante are the same person. So the Adrian Chase we have known this season is both characters. So it's like an identity disorder that's going on. Sure, this could be disproved by the fact that Prometheus and Vigilante had a fight just before the Prometheus identity reveal last episode, but no one else was there to witness it. And on shows like this, they can do that, and they can present something, but that's from the perspective of Adrian Chase. He thought he was fighting Vigilante or vice versa. The major thing that disproves this is the scene where that limo is shot up by Vigilante that has like Oliver Queen and Thea and stuff and his entourage in there. Adrian Chase saw the limo off at Town Hall. There is no way he could have got to that position in time to shoot it up and get decked out in his Vigilante gear. The man under the mask of Prometheus isn't the same as the one under Vigilante's. So now that we have that out of the way, my first option is that Vigilante is Adrian Chase, the real Adrian Chase. In the promo or trailer for the next episode of Arrow, we do see Talia al Ghul in the present day speaking to Ollie. She says that Prometheus calls himself Adrian Chase. She doesn't just say, oh, his name is Adrian Chase, which definitely makes you raise an eyebrow or two at why she worded it in that way. We know that Vigilante is very into what he is doing, handing out justice as he sees appropriate, justice that he feels the Green Arrow can't deal. So what if the real Adrian Chase, the one as Vigilante, went off the grid after a tragedy which led to him becoming Vigilante, possibly like the murder of his family, as we see in the comics? This could have happened around the same time that Prometheus came back, and then he's jumped at the chance to take up the name of Adrian Chase to use publicly, and then he's moved somewhere where no one knew him, so no one can say, oh, you're not Adrian Chase, so yeah, no one knows who he is. It's a perfect cover to keep an eye out on his number one target, Oliver Queen, and Adrian ditching his real life in order to just be Vigilante would be very in line with what happens in the comics. So he's basically ditched being Adrian Chase, and now he's actually just Vigilante. Another theory based around this is that Prometheus is actually Dorian Chase, Adrian's brother, and Dorian is parading around as Adrian as one, because Adrian is now Vigilante, and two, to get within Oliver Queen's camp. This is a more out there option, but still a chance of happening. Dorian Chase did take up the mantle of Vigilante in the comics as well, so they could play along with that if they wanted to. Now my second option is that Vigilante is Justin Claiborne's son. Obviously, it does seem that Prometheus, using the name of Adrian Chase at the moment, is in fact the son of Justin Claiborne. But if it turns out that that is actually not the case, then the son of Justin Claiborne is going to have to show up somewhere, because we know he's, doing stuff. His mother knows that he isn't really up to any good, but is, protecting him, as we saw in a previous episode when Oliver approached her as mayor. We have also seen that Vigilante has a lot of weaponry and high-tech gadgets, which I'm sure could have been financed by any money left to him or his mother by the now deceased Justin Claiborne. They could also do something where Claiborne's son hated his father and actually looked up to the Green Arrow or appreciated him after he killed Justin Claiborne. But now that Ollie doesn't murder criminals, Vigilante feels the need to take over that role, as we saw earlier on this season when he was just going around killing criminals. So it is just something to think about. This could all link up, and it could be weird where Oliver's murdered someone else's father and he's actually inspired another vigilante who decides to kill in the form of Vigilante. And my final option, which may come off as disappointing, which I completely understand if this was to actually happen, and that is if Vigilante actually remains without an identity this season. And this could be the case if Prometheus is the legitimate Adrian Chase, and the role of Vigilante within this season was just used to throw people off when it comes to Adrian, because Adrian Chase is meant to be Vigilante in the comics. Obviously, he could live through the season and be revealed next season, just not this season. Or he could be killed off and just never identified. Like, he's killed in a way where they can't recover the body or something along those lines. Like, he might fall off a cliff or just get blown up or something like that, and they can't actually identify him. This would be a pretty big cop-out, and I would be pretty damn disappointed if it was to happen. I'm not saying Vigilante dying, but him dying without an actual name to put to him apart from Vigilante. But it is something that still could actually happen, so keep your mind open for it actually happening. But thanks for watching, guys. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like on it. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think of all of these options? Do you have another option that I did not mention at all in this video? Be sure to leave all of them in the comment section down below. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I'll catch you later, guys. Goodbye.